Welcome to episode 11 of Ramble On with Courtney Asher. It is I, Courtney Asher. This is the first time I'm recording a podcast at the same time that I'm recording a video, so give me your feedback. Let me know how you like it. I'm trying to please the audio lovers and the visual lovers, so you're welcome. First, I would like to give a shout out to David Scott Bennsky Jr. Yay! I posted on my Facebook for episode 10 how I was gonna give a shout out to anyone who first commented the blooper that I had left in. He did that first. That was my cat. My cat felt like being on the podcast. That was quite amazing. Okay, so episode 10 or 11, excuse me, 11. I'm gonna talk about a crazy ass realization that I had today. I was talking to somebody after a meeting that I went to how I've mentioned before that I used to drink. I used to basically just drink my problems away and smoke them away and anything not to deal with emotions. I used to make sure they went away, but they never truly went away. I was just finding a way to ignore them, and I see how they're still popping up for me because I've just taken the substance out of them, so they're coming back until I deal with them. And that can be a little hard to swallow, especially when you realize that that's what's going on. I've talked about how the ego gets smarter as we get smarter, and damn if that ain't true. And it's still finding ways to control every little aspect of my life. I was talking to somebody about my weight and how when I moved back here 3 years ago, I had a trigger warning, by the way. I had an eating disorder because I was that depressed, and yeah, I'm in a wheelchair, but I am also almost 5'7", and I'm 32 years old, and you're not supposed to be just barely 100 pounds when I came back. And I was like happy because I've been eating since. I mean, I've been filling out in places and I was very happy about that. But I didn't really think about it that I still am pretty underweight. And I thought, yay, I was gaining weight. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to gain anymore. But the way my mind works is I just like, because of what I've been told in the past about my weight and things like that. I've learned how to control my food intake to the point where I really don't think I eat enough, is what that comes down to. And I was trying to think of like why I was doing this, and because I never wanted to hear somebody else comment about my weight anymore. I just like I ate. I still do. I eat as little as I possibly can. To be totally honest, like, I mean, when I'm hungry, I'm like, I eat some food, but I don't think I ever eat enough to gain weight, and I just like, I'm noticing that about my emotions, that I just wanted to stay safe, stay in a safe place, and not take the chance of like anybody commenting about my weight and things like that. But I'm noticing it's also coming up in like what I choose to talk about daily. And I just have like little incidents of like word vomit, just things that I wish I didn't even say. Like, can you just please shh? It's like I've never really figured out, because in the past I've almost had to like over explain myself. That's kind of like a trauma response. Over explain myself so I wouldn't be in trouble. But then me over explaining myself got me in trouble. And it's still getting me in trouble. And I'm just realizing like things when you think you have shit under control and you just don't. You really just don't. And you also have to realize what you can control. And I was talking to somebody else today about like, is there ever gonna be a point for me where I find the balance between just saying way too much and then just like shh. I said, is that a possibility? She said that's absolutely gonna happen. You just kind of have to go through the steps of being human. You're gonna upset people. You're gonna upset yourself, which I'm pretty amazing at doing. Let me tell you that. But yeah, just realizing like I've been trying to control all these other things, and then behind the scenes my ego's like, I'm gonna come over here and do this over here. So you have so much more going on. I'm like, well, that's just not nice. But I don't even think I can control all the things going on. Like, I've said before in blogs before, what you resist persists. And also, I've told people that what you like hyper focus on, you must create like a bubble of resistance around things, and it's like you just keep getting more of that thing. Even if you don't want it, you get more of it. So I'm like, I guess part of me releasing control is just that. Just, I mean, not being hyper focused on it. I mean, way easier said than done. Way easier said than done. And I can't get over how many things I've been doing to myself to just like I'm self-sabotaging daily, and it's a bit much to take in. It's actually really heavy, but part of it is just like becoming aware of everything, and the awareness part of everything is very gutsy and courageous in itself to be able to do. And I gotta find ways to celebrate myself along the way. And I know I'm gonna find that balance, but it's a lot. It's a big old process. Yeah. But I encourage anybody on a sobriety journey or just on their like self-help path, I encourage you just to like keep your chin up, celebrate yourself wherever you can, and everything will just kind of fall into place when it needs to. Yeah. So I think that's how I want to end everything today. So again, this is the first episode on podcast and on YouTube. So that is pretty amazing. And yeah, just take it easy on yourselves. Also, please comment below either somewhere on the podcast and somewhere on YouTube. Tell me what you think of everything, the camera angle, can you hear me, things like that. Just give me pointers. Would be nice. New to all this, but it's been fun. I like doing it this way. It almost feels like I'm talking to somebody, so I'm not running out of things to say or just like having weird lulls in between what I'm saying, so that's good. But okay, let me get off of here. This has been dope. But thank you guys for joining me. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.